How's it going, everybody? It's your boy! And it's time for a new video. And well, today it's, well, let's just say it's very interesting. Tinder has taken it upon itself to improve men, to lecture us on how to be better human beings, to treat women better. Because believe it or not, there are idiots out there who aren't very nice or are just idiots online, and it's totally a male issue. Yes, this is called the Menprovement Initiative. And there's also a video on it, and there's also an article by TechCrunch, and we'll get into both of those things. So I think we'll go with the shorter thing first, and that is the video. And honestly, it's cringy. It's awful. I got AIDS watching this.
A few moments later.
Now, there's actually two videos. One's 1 minute, one's 2 minutes, and it turns out I now have to go through both of them. I said there was one. There's apparently two. Brilliant. Well, let's start with the quickest one, as I said before. This is called the douchebag situation. Yeah, I wish I was making this up. No, most men are not great. They're just okay. They're normal. Great men are men who do great things, or are forced to do things and have greatness thrusted upon them, as one of the saying goes. But you mean it in a normal sense, so I'll go with it. Yeah, most men are great. So what's the problem? No shit. If these douchebags are such a problem, then how come we're having a men improvement thing? That implies that all men need to be improved, because it's called men improvement. It's not douchebag improvement. And why is it only men that are being targeted when women can be douchebags? I don't know how many times I've met really horrible women on Tinder. Literally, once I just swiped right, she swiped right, and she proceeded to harass me. To be honest, she failed to really push my buttons because I just wasn't falling for it. It was really bad. I just ended up fighting back, not taking her shit, and she fucked off. But yeah, they're trying to say that that kind of shit only applies to men, that only men do it, when women do it. And let's not forget that women will swipe right and just give you the cold shoulder for no reason. At least men do have to make the first move and talk to these people, but hey. Whatever, because some men are dicks and want nude straight out the back because they don't know how to talk to women. Apparently, all of us have to be improved. Excellent, so women are now gonna be basically lecturing men on how to be good men. Right, I should be taught by a woman on how to be a good man. I wonder what kind of women these are. I would be a little bit more reciprocal if it was a man telling me this, because at least there I understand that he is a male and he goes through similar situations to me, he has similar feelings. I would disagree with him and I wouldn't go along with it, but at least I could understand. But women lecturing men on how to be good men, how to be good people, again, this is implying that only women can be decent and good. It reminds me, I was on Instagram, I rarely go on Instagram, I ended up browsing somebody's fucking feed, and it had this stupid, horrible thing. It was like one of those life hack things. It's like, slut, a woman with the morals of a man. Saying that basically men are immoral because some men sleep around a lot. That's what a slut is. A slut is immoral, and men's morals are inherently immoral. And this is a similar kind of sentiment, only they're packaging it in well, they're trying to be helpful. They're trying to be nice about it, but it's the same sentiment. It's misandry.
So, where are we with this douchebag situation?
The thing about douchebags is that they tend to cluster.
It's true. Our algorithm is showing hard clustering.
Tell you what, very diverse. You got your black girl, but where are the men? Where are the trans men? I mean, seriously, would you trust them in the research? I mean, they look like they had the fucking political compass there, and it's like all the douchebags, as if women can't be douchebags. Douchebags is an inherently male thing. Since when? I don't know. Is that SJW's trying to change the definition of words again? I don't know. But it's funny how, back to the quadrant thing, it's down in the bottom left quadrant where I am. So I guess us left libertarian liberal types are we're douchebags. Algorithms. Oh god, it's candid. I mean, we all know that algorithms can't be trusted to decide what kind of a person is.
In some demos, they travel in packs.
But on Tinder, it's just you and the other person. I mean, they've since introduced a group thing, but that's more for going out with other people rather than dating. It's like a sort of, oh hey, we swiped right. Let's go out with our friends and party and bang. That's essentially what it is, right? What does that say about the women going in their groups with these douchebags? I don't get it. Are they basically saying a group of lads is just douchebaggery now?
We've got a solution.
So not only do we have rather girly, nitpicky shit, that means you're a douchebag. So if you don't introduce her to your friends, apparently that is somewhat douchebaggy. Look, my last fuck buddy I met on Tinder, she didn't introduce me to her friends unless we bumped into each other. Like, she didn't actually introduce me. She didn't want me to be introduced to them. She was kind of very keeping it on the down low without telling me to keep it on the down low. Is she a douchebag now? She's a woman. It's alright. And then we have a little bit of class things with the positive suburban upbringing, day traders, middle children, red car owners. Does that mean 43% of guys in a positive suburban upbringing are douchebags? Or is it the other way around? There's a bit of a class angle to this. I know this is actresses, I know, but this is a real thing. The Menprovement Scheme is an actual thing.
Bring me someone with real douchebag experience, and I'll show you how it works.
Who can we call? I've got this.
Go right in, they're expecting you.
No, don't worry about it. This is for you.
So that's what a good man is, just randomly giving somebody his own cup of coffee or just a random cup of coffee. Just giving women free shit. Is that what a good man is? A cook? Really? Oh my god, he actually miladied her. Let's see that again. Look, he miladied her. Again, I guess that's what a good man is. An SJW miladying type. Oh my god. Oh, by the way, this is some comedian that they've gotten in to do this. I can't be asked to remember her name at this point.
Hey, welcome to Tinder.
Douchebag expert at your service.
Yeah, the women of Tinder who can do no wrong, who have done no wrong. Yeah, it's not like Lavinia Woodward met her ex-boyfriend on Tinder, then proceeded to abuse him, allegedly, and then later on ended up fucking stabbing him. Yeah, but you know what? She didn't do nothing wrong. Remember, the court said she was innocent even though she admitted to doing it. Tinder can see no wrong with her, and it's coming on the 4th of October. Which was yesterday. So let's go to that video.
A few moments later.
Okay, basically, before I even get into it, it does the first minute of the video that we already seen. I don't know why they included that in when we've already seen it, but I guess the people who follow Tinder are idiots and don't remember shit. Also, I'll have you know that in both videos, the comments and ratings are disabled, so you know full well that they were expecting a backlash to call out this blatant sexism. So, yeah, good one, Tinder. We know what you're doing.
Douchebag expert at your service.
So, what we have here is a comedian and actress who, again, I can't be bothered to remember her name, and I just read the bloody name. I can't recall seeing her in anything. Maybe I have. That just shows how little I must watch of her comedy in films. We basically have someone whose biological clock is over. It's ticked its last tick. And she's obviously older, mature, quote unquote, and very clearly has an axe to grind against the men. Particularly the young men she probably used to date before Tinder even existed. And basically wants to get back at us. Well, I say us, I just mean men in general, really. What could they have done? Hurt your feelings? Broken your heart? Rejected you? Not paid for a meal? What is a douchebag? You're an expert, apparently, on douchebags. Go on, enlighten me.
Alright ladies, listen up. It's our job to make sure we give all the women in the world.
Sorry, I have to stop. She's one of those horrible people who cannot say women. They just say woman. I know you're Asian, but you're American. Repeat after me. Come on. Americans usually say this, not British people actually, so Americans of all colours, repeat after me. Women. 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 Women.
World the tools they need to fight douchiness.
Oh, giving them tools to fight? That's sexist, don't you know? We just teach men not to be douches. But again, the idea that only men can be douches. Only men. Women can be douches too. Is there anything else to say? The bad things that women can do to men in terms of dating and online stuff? Do I have to go through my own personal history? She wouldn't like that.
Anytime, anywhere. And Whitney's dealt with a lot of douchebags in her life.
A lot. The last guy I dated had calf implants.
I knew it would be petty shit. I knew it. Because that's all women seem to complain about these days. Or at least the rich ones. The working class women don't have much to complain about because they're too busy trying to work and survive. Calf implants? That's such a first world problem thing. And even then, it's his body, not your body. He can do what he wants with it. I mean, what? You would complain if he complained about you having like fake boobs, right?
So we all agree that calling out douchebags should be easy and fun. So let's show Whitney do Tinder Reactions.
Oh, genius. Yes.
First, we have our basic douche. He's a CEO at self-employed because he's overqualified for every job he's ever interviewed for.
Exactly.
So basically, a douchebag is a white, successful, self-employed man who's his own boss, is overqualified for anything. So basically they're demonizing rich white men. This sounds a little bit suspicious. Again, it's first world problem stuff. It's middle class issues. It's upper class issues. This is very much something I would expect to see from like Sex and the City or something rather than Tinder, considering most people who use Tinder are not going to be like him or even them. And I don't understand, what are these reactions supposed to do? Are they supposed to be sarcastic? I mean, it seems to me like they're just shaming things, like they're trying to shame men for being men.
He shows up to your first date with a Bluetooth, and he tips the bare minimum on his black card.
I know this douche. He's the guy who's late because he was charging his vape.
So what if he tipped the bare minimum? At least he tipped. But then again, you're Americans, you're obsessed with tips. So what? He was late because he charged his vape. I actually got stood up on a date nearly. She forgot that we set up a date. She's a douche then, right? At least he turned up. He could have just rang you and said, sorry, I'm late, I can't make it. What is there to complain about? Just go along with the date. That can be forgotten if he pulls out all the stops.
I like this.
Really?
And next, we have our intermediate douche.
This is the guy that lists his expectations right in his bio. He's into fitness, and you should be too.
He documents every trip to the gym on his Instagram feed.
Makes shirtless memes of himself that say this body wasn't built for monogamy.
Hashtag no days off guy.
Oh really? But women do the exact same thing on Tinder. I remember when I first went on Tinder, one of the douchiest things I saw was from a woman. She literally said, she was a student, right? She was a medical nursey student type thing. She basically said that she wouldn't date anybody outside of doing medicine, studying to be surgeons or nurses or anything else. Everybody else were lowly plebs and were not worth her time. Women constantly go about how no fuck boys, no douchebags, no this, no that. They go on and on and on about the things that they want and what they want their dream man to be like, or their dream date, or their fuck. That's what they want. And also they link their Instagrams and they post their gym updates and their selfie of the days and the food and whatnot and go on about monogamy. And speaking about how they say that this guy goes on about his body's not built for monogamy. Well, it's funny because when guys talk about slags or sluts not being worth marrying and being settled down with or being in a long-term relationship, they get called sexist, even though these women actually aren't what men should be going for if they need a monogamous relationship. But now, apparently that's sexist, but them criticising that man is not at all sexist.
And lastly, here we have our advanced douche.
So this one uses eggplant emojis as his opener and dinner's on me, baby, come hungry as his closer.
Okay, so he uses cheesy chat-up lines. And how is that the most douchey? None of these men can be considered douchebags. I mean, in my opinion, douchebaggy behaviour is a little bit worse than that. Like, maybe he hurts people. Maybe he's just an absolute cunt. These little things that they do, these little quirks and ticks, that they're harmless. Posting pictures and cheesy chat-up lines. I mean, seriously, the most advanced, like, douche is not sending you dick pics. He's not saying, come fuck me. He's trying to be funny. How is that bad? Women, priorities, please.
Just felt my uterus tilt inside my body.
That's because it doesn't work anymore.
Need to sit down and straighten it out.
I want to make this very clear. I was exaggerating when I said all women, or just women in general. But look, they keep trying to make this on behalf of all women, and it's pretty clear it's not on behalf of all women. It's on behalf of a minority of women who we all know and hate. This is very sexist. It's pinning a whole bunch of behaviours on men when we know it equally applies to women. This is basic feminism 101. It's basic social justice 101. But let's see this article, shall we? God, this video has gotten very long, longer than I intended. But god damn it, we're going down this rabbit hole, guys. Come on. Come on. Following in the footsteps of Facebook and iMessage, Tinder has today introduced reactions, letting Tinder users send each other custom animated responses. These reactions include hearts, eye roll, round of applause, mad teeny throw, etc. This makes it even easier for Tinder users to casually use the app without actually having to work at the conversation. Oh, that's a shame, because a lot of women constantly go on about how they want good conversation. Just don't give me one-word answers or say hello. Like, apparently a conversation starter can't just be hello or hi or how you doing. No, they want something incredibly, like, thoughtful and witty, and it's like, girl, I'm too tired for that shit. Let me just get into a conversation and you will see how witty I am anyway. In January of last year, Tinder introduced Giphy support and bigger emojis. Reactions seemed like a natural extension of that, making the already featherweight Tinder experience even more casual and simplified. But it seems that reactions are part of a larger initiative at Tinder, which is meant to give women all the tools they need to deal with douchebags, or just men. Just men, alright? It's a euphemism for men. Actress and comedian Whitney Cummings is helping Tinder launch reactions in a video series called The Menprovement Initiative, directed by JJ Adler. The video shows real female employees at Tinder interacting with Whitney Cummings to improve men. Yeah, real. I find it hard to believe that these are actual employees of Tinder and they're not just actresses employed to do a little bit of propaganda. You know, you need to get your paycheck, girls. You need your bread on your table. I understand. That said, Tinder doesn't have a sterling history of empowering women, especially its own female employees. Oh dear! I wonder why this has suddenly happened. I guess all that criticism, they need to show that they're good boys, they're good girls. They're gonna show those evil men's what's up. They'll show the feminists that actually are very empowering. They will empower women to be horrible to men, to signal them out for dumb shit, and demonize them, yeah. Tinder offers clear community guidelines about bad behaviour and gives users tools to both report malicious actors and swipe left after matching to quickly escape an unwanted conversation. That said, branding reactions as a way for women to deal with douchebags seems a bit lacklustre. That's an understatement. It's basically blaming one part of the problem on half the population when women are just to blame for this shit. And let's not forget that Tinder has a massive problem with bots. A lot of the women on Tinder are not real. And they seem to refuse to deal with this. And they don't seem to care about the bots. And they don't seem to care about the female harassers. They seem to care more about these men. And whenever men do something, it's automatically worse than women. The article finishes, Tinder reactions might make conversation easier between Tinder parties, but it doesn't seem to fit in well with the so-called Menprovement Initiative. But because this isn't about improving men, it's about demonizing men. It's about empowering women to be arseholes. But of course, when women are arseholes, it's empowering and they're getting their own back on the patriarchy, right? They're just doing what they need to do to survive, man. And besides, if you guys are worried about the comment section in this article, need not worry. The shitlords are on point. Everybody doesn't like this. Because, as one comment said, basically, feminists are doing really, really good work in narrowing the dating pool of dateable men. Because men are going to see this and just think, no, I'm not dating these women if women are going to be like that. If women are going to be gullible enough to basically fall for this men improvement shit and lecture me on what it's like to be a good person, then no, I don't want a date. I'd rather stay indoors and play my Xbox on my PC. Got better things to do. I would suggest that you guys just end your subscriptions if you're on Tinder and find some place else. Or just go to a bar and strike up a conversation. You'll find that most women probably won't be into this. It'll just be that minority of undateables. So anyway, that's just the optimist in me saying that. Alright, that's it. That's the end of the video. This went on too long, but I had stuff I had to cover. So tune in next time for the next video. It's been your boy, and I'll see you later.